Hi, I am Terry Stewart, and this is
Jake.
Jake. And today we are working on vowel team and diphthong reviews. Okay. All right, Jake. So first we gotta do our sounds real quick. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the sounds, and you're gonna put it together. Tell me my word. Okay. Sh.
Mush.
Yep. U.
Room.
Okay. Now we're gonna take those two words and we're gonna put them together as a compound word.
Yeah.
Mushroom.
Mushroom.
Okay. Now, n.
Moon.
And light.
Light.
Now let's put them together. And what word do we have?
Light.
So we had n and light. What compound word does that make?
Moonlight.
Moonlight. Good. All right. Now I'm going to give you the word, and I want you to break it apart into syllables. Okay. It's two words. Cowboy.
Cowboy.
What's the two words?
Cowboy.
So what two words can you break it apart into?
Cow.
And
Boy.
yep, cow and boy. All right. Now give me the sounds in cow.
Moo.
No, no. Yeah, cow says moo, but break the sounds up in the word cow. What sounds make up cow?
Cow.
Ow.
Cow.
Yeah. Okay. How about boy? Break those up into sound.
Boy.
Okay. And then how about breakdown? Break it up into two words.
Breakdown.
So break and
down.
Okay. Now can you give me the sounds in break?
Breakdown.
Okay, can you tap out the sounds in break for me?
Breakdown.
So do the sounds.
Break.
Ache. Break. Okay. Now do down.
Down.
Down. Yep, down.
I want to see Alex today after this.
Okay. Hey. Ready?
Yeah, go.
Okay, we're going. All right, so we did our phonemic awareness. Now we're going to get ready to do our. So tell me the sounds they make, okay?
This is the gold.
See it?
Ow. Ow.
Or.
Oh. Oi. Oi. E.
Do you know any others?
A. A.
Or. A or.
Ew. Ooh. Yeah.
What is it? Ooh. Like in the color blue.
Ew. Ooh.
Or.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh.
Ooh,
You.
Or.
You.
I.
I. A.
O. A. O. A is O.
O.
Okay.
Ow.
Or.
O. O. E. A. A.
All right, good job. All right, ready to write? What color
Red.
marker do you want today?
Blue.
All right, ready?
Good go.
Here we go. All right, all the sounds that you know for owl.
Ow.
All the letter sounds that you know for owl.
Hurt.
So what letters do you know that make the owl sound?
Like when you're hurt.
Yeah, like when you're hurt.
Like when you're hurt and when you fell in the road.
Oh, okay, so buddy. So not like the sentence. So I don't want you to write about being hurt. We're gonna write later. Okay, I'm sorry. So we just did these. We just did this where we gave our letters, and that you said A for AY. So what pattern do you know that makes the owl sound?
I don't know.
Well, you just told me. So if you were gonna write and you had something like, what if I said out? What would you write for the owl part and
Scream.
shout? What would you write for the owl part and shout?
Out.
So how would you write it?
Out.
Show me. Okay. Yep. So you would write the OU, right? For owl. So what's another way that you know that makes the owl sound?
I don't know.
Okay. Do you remember?
No.
Okay. So, okay, so let's stop. Let's skip that one. Okay, we'll talk about that when we get more. How about oi?
Oi.
There you go. Okay. Let's do e. Any others?
Nope.
Do you remember? Okay. All right. How about o? Okay, so does double O say O?
No.
Okay. So don't write them if it doesn't say O.
Don't answer it.
Hmm. What makes O sound?
W.
Hmm?
Don't answer my phone, Graham.
She's not. What? Stay focused. O-W. Okay, it says O. What else do you remember says O?
No.
Yeah, O-E. Any other ones?
No.
Okay. Well, you keep telling me no, and then you remember more. So I always like to ask. Okay, ow. Or I'm sorry, we did ow. Aw.
Oh.
Try one more. See if you know one more. Yeah, you. Okay. Ew.
Ew.
Okay.
Ew.
You were thinking. What were you thinking?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. So we're getting more as we write them. So I'm gonna add mine in green. Okay. So OU for owl, also OW can say owl, right? Okay, and then we had oi, OY, and OI for oi, so you got those. Next we did E, and you did E, double E. You did EI. Remember, it's I, E that can make the E sound, okay? We have EA, right? We have Y at the end of a word that can make the E sound, okay? And then we have EY, like in monkey, EY, okay? All right. And then you did the O, you did the OW, O-E. Remember, O-A can make the O sound, okay? And then just the letter O can make the O sound. And then we were doing aw, A-U, A-W, you got those. The other one that we had talked about was A-U-G-H, yeah. And then we did the ew, we had the E-W, we had the U-E. Do you remember those? Okay. And we had UI, like in fruit. And we had the double O. And we had the U. All that can make the oo sound. Okay. So hold on.
Hey.
So let's show it. Let's show it. Hold it up and show it. So he's saying, we're getting there. We're getting more. And remembering more. Okay. All right.
Wait, I gotta erase.
Quickly erase while I type in this password again. Okay. All right. Oh, so it's okay. So we did our auditory drill. Now we're going to do our blending. Okay. So I'm going to write it on the board and you're going to help me blend the words. Okay. Ready?
Yeah. Grain.
So grin.
In.
Grin. Yeah. We have GRs, our blend. Grin. Okay. Now I'm going to add a D to the end.
Grind.
Grind. Yeah, that may change it to that exception IND to make the IND. You got that. Good job. All right. I'm going to change the. Oh, I'm going to have to erase a little bit more. OU. The I to an OU.
Ground.
And I have.
Ground.
Ground. What happens if I take the G away?
Round.
Round. And what if I change that R to a P?
Pound.
Pound. to hit something, like with a hammer, you pound it, or the dogs can be put into the
Mm.
pound. Yeah, pound. What if I take away the U? I'm sorry. And what do I have?
Pond.
Pond. Okay. And then what if I take away the N?
Pod.
Pod. Pod is a small container. Pod. Oh, that D flew away.
Po. Po.
Po. Yeah. What's a po?
I don't know.
I don't know either. It's a made up word. Oh, but what's this?
Pie.
What kind of pie do you like?
I don't like pie.
You don't like pie? All right. Well, I hope you don't do this.
Lie.
What is it?
Lie.
Lie. Lie. Who? Tell me what that word. Tell me what that word means.
I don't know.
Use it in a sentence.
No, I don't know what to use.
Use that word in a
I don't
sentence.
know what to use it in a sentence.
Jacob.
But I don't know what to.
Try.
Oh.
Try.
But there is no sentence for lie. But there isn't.
I would like you to try.
There is no.
There are lots of sentences you could say with this word.
I don't lie.
Okay. That was a good sentence. Thank
Mm.
you. All right. Lie. Changing that vowel team to this one. What do we have?
Low.
Low. And oh, my L changed to an R. Now I have
Row.
to. Where do you row?
In the water.
In the water. With what do you row with?
The pedal.
Okay. What if I add our digraph TH to it?
Throw.
Throw. What do you throw?
A ball.
A ball. Okay.
What is
Oh, now I'm going to add an N.
thrown?
Thrown. What could get thrown?
A ball.
Ball, yes. And I'm taking my digraph away and putting a G there.
I grown.
Grown. Now this word is grown, like you were little, but you are now grown. You're older. Okay. Oh, now I'm taking away the N. What word do I have now?
Grow.
What can you grow?
Plants.
Plants. Okay. I'm taking my G away. What do I have?
Row.
Okay. I think we already had that word, didn't we?
Toe.
Toe. What can you tow?
Mhm.
So this word is to tow, like to pull something.
Pull.
Like
Plural.
I will tow the boat to shore.
To shore.
Okay. All right, good job. All right, we did that one. Now we're going to talk about our new, our reviewing some of our patterns, okay? So we're going to be reviewing vowel teams, and we're going to be reviewing our diphthongs. Eyes over here and watching. Okay, it's okay though. Ready? All right, so these are our vowel teams. We have the ones that say A, A-I and A-Y that say A. Okay. We have the ones that say E, double E, E-A, and E-Y. We have our O, O-A, O-W-O-E. We have the ones that say I, I-E, and I-G-H. Okay. We have like in book, our double O. And we have the oo, like in spoon, oo, like in pew, UI, like in fruit, and UE, like in blue. Okay. So when we read and spell words with the vowel teams and diphthongs, we need to be flexible because the sounds we hear can be spelled different ways, and the letters we see can represent different sounds. Are your eyeballs here?
Yes.
Okay. Now these are some more of our vowel teams and diphthongs. So we have the ah, we have AU like automobile, beep beep automobile. AU ah like in paw. And we have AUGH like daughter. Okay. Your eyes are not here. Well, I can see they're not here. Okay. We have our short EEA like in bread. We have OI that says oi and OY that says oi. And we have our ow like OU like in out and OW like an owl. Okay. So when we read and spell big words with vowel teams, we can break them into syllables to help us decode them. Okay? So we're going to look at how we can decode this one. Okay? So I'm looking, I see my vowel team O-I. I can split it apart there. So now this is where my syllable is. So I have t, oi. And then my second part of my syllable is, this is a closed vowel, closed syllable, l-et. Okay, so I put it together and I have toilet. Yep. Okay, toilet. And I blend it together. Okay. Now we have this one. Okay.
Destroy.
So we have, you see the O-Y, we can split it into our two syllables.
Destroy.
Remember, we can say this is destroy too. Okay. So we have here, and then we have the O-Y into destroy. Okay. Now you can see this compound word. We see O-U here, and we can split it between our two consonants to make our two words. Outside. And we have mommy E that makes the I say its name. So we have out, and we have side. If we put it together, we have outside. Outside. Oh, this is frustrating. Okay. We have O-W and another O-W. Okay. So we can split it in between our consonants. Down, town, put them together. Downtown. Downtown. Okay. All right, we're going to skip this part because it's our handwriting, and we'll get that in a minute when we do our handwriting.
Why you skip it?
Okay. So watch me read. Toilet. Toilet. And destroy. This makes, destroy. Okay. My accent makes it sound like a short vowel, but that's a long vowel because when we split it, that's an open syllable. And then we have our vowel team, our diphthong syllable. Okay. Oh, I have an O-U. And then here I say A-N-D, so I know that word. Thousand. Yep, thousand. So I had a digraph. I had a vowel team. And then I see two teams. Downtown. Okay, let's read this together. August. Yep.
August.
Okay.
Noisy.
Yep. So we have our O-I, oi, diphthong, and then we have our Y at the end when there's another vowel, so it says the E sound. Yep. Oh, I see A-U-G-H.
Daughter.
And we have R controlled there. Now this is where our EA is going to make the F sound. It's not going to make the E like we were doing. So
breakfast.
Breakfast.
Yep. Ready.
And this is where our EA is making that F sound.
Ready.
And our Y is going to say what E because we have other vowels.
Weather.
And then here's it again saying the F. Weather. If I would have done it with the E, weather, would that have sound right?
No.
Yeah, that wasn't a word. So we have to check and see if it was
weather.
The EA. We're saying the S sound. Okay. Well, I have my OI, and then we have our ED and suffix at the end. Pointed.
Around.
Yep, we have a short, lazy A, making the schwa sound and our OU around. And we have
enjoyed. Annoyed.
There's that schwa again. And
outside.
All right. So watch me.
Why can I do right?
So you will. I already have my board here. I'm not going to use that. You lost your marker, didn't you?
I lost. No, it's down here.
Well, here, I got you another one. You're fine.
Are you going to get?
I want you to watch me first.
Yeah.
Okay. So watch me write my first.
Okay.
Okay. My word I'm going to write is drawing. Okay. So I hear When I hear dir,
Sure.
that's a blend.
Doctor.
Dir. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I make sure they can see. Okay. And then I heard the and I know the AW comes at the end of a word.
Draw.
And then I hear the ing. Flexional
Mhm.
ending, ing.
Yeah.
So I write draw ing.
Yeah.
Okay. My next word is taught. So I'm going to stretch it apart. Taught. Okay. So I have my T. Now I know I have three choices for aw. I have AU, I have AW, and I have AUGH. So for this one, in taught, it's AUGH. Taught. Oh, I still hear another sound at the end. Taught. So I had to add that T.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to write together. Let's write the word caught. I caught the ball. So I'm just pulling it apart.
Let me see.
Caught. Very nice. Good. Okay. How about headlight? Headlight.
Is that curly?
Oh, so there's no hyphen in between, okay? It's a compound word, so it's one word, so no spaces. So let's write light a little closer, okay? Very nice. So you had your head. Here's your vowel team. Here's your IGH, your vowel team. So we have those two in headlight. Good job. Okay, how about cowboys?
I wrote cowboy.
Okay, so tell me what's wrong with the way you wrote it.
Hyphen.
Yeah, is there a hyphen
A
in
hyphen.
it?
A hyphen.
Is there a hyphen in it?
No.
Okay, so erase.
What hyphen?
Hyphen is a line that makes a space, but our word doesn't
That's a
have
minus sign.
Or it could be a minus sign, but we don't use that in this word because it's a compound word. Now it was cowboys.
Cowboys?
Cowboys. Yeah, and we needed that S
What's
at the end
next?
to make it more than one. Outside. Now what did we do again? Stop. Okay, you got to stop being silly. Erase it and write it close.
A hyphen.
Hyphen, yeah. You're silly. Good job. All right, go ahead and erase it.
What's next?
Okay.
Are we still doing this?
You can put it to the side for now.
What are we doing next?
Okay.
I have to erase this.
All right, we did it. All right, so now we are going to go through and do our heart words. So let's get our heart words up.
Are we going to do this game?
We will when we're done with this part. All right, let's look at our heart words. Ready?
Said.
Said. We have
February.
February.
I,
and that's your eye in your face, right? I.
Yeah.
We have in your heart. I guess we're not learning any new ones. So let's write those words. Can you write February for me?
Yeah.
Okay, now I would like you to write it correctly for me without all the capital letters. Good. So you weren't supposed to have capitals, but let me show you how to do a capital R. It's a straight line. Then you give it a top belly, and then you do a kickstand down, okay? All right, write the word eye, like I have an eyeball. Okay, now write the word heart. Good job. Okay, you can erase. And we're going to read some sentences together. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, let's read some
I
sentences.
keep my bedroom nice and clean.
I keep my bedroom nice and clean.
My drawing of the heart is almost ready.
So the heart is almost ready. I wonder, what kind of heart do you think they're drawing?
I don't know.
What kind of heart do you think that they might be drawing?
This.
A heart like that. Okay.
Mm.
Or they could draw a picture of the actual
Heart.
of your actual heart. So they could be making the heart shape, or they could be doing a picture of your heart. Good job. Okay. Let's read another one.
Roy will raid the fridge for something good to eat.
What do you think Roy might get out of the refrigerator?
I don't know.
What would you pick out of the refrigerator?
A cupcake.
You would get a cupcake out. Okay.
Let's spell it again.
Yep. Ready? We're going to spell sentence. So listen for your sentence. Okay. How did the dog get outside?
Me, I'll tell you.
Okay, but you got to answer the question, or you
No.
got to write the question first.
No.
You got to write the question first. How did the dog get outside?
Why can't I tell you how your puppy's from when you ask about a dog?
Because right now we're writing this. How did the dog get outside? Okay, so let's look at it. How did the, oh, so let's, yep, no capital letters. Dog get outside. Now, how do we have to end our sentence? Right, with a question mark, okay? So tell me, how would a dog get outside?
Your puppies, Charlie and Nora, went ahead of my dad, Mike, and ran off.
Yeah, they did
Can
do
I
that.
write that?
No.
I will write all that. You asked
No.
about how the dog.
Well, you can write that in a little bit when we start writing, okay?
Yeah.
Right? So now write this sentence. The fruit pie needs to bake for 40 minutes.
Oh.
Can you write that? The fruit pie needs to bake for 40 minutes.
Pie needs to?
The fruit pie needs to bake for 40 minutes.
Needs to bake. Bake. Pie.
For 40 minutes.
Pie.
No.
For.
The fruit pie needs to bake for 40 minutes.
Oh, he said. Oh. Right.
Good. Write it and then we'll talk about how to fix it.
Bake. We'll bake for 40 minutes.
Remember what we talked about so we don't.
Wait.
Okay.
And 3.
Now let's talk about the fruit pie. Do we need a hyphen in between those words?
No.
Let's erase it. Okay. The fruit pie needs 2. So you wrote the number 2, but is it supposed to be the number 2?
No, but using word 2 isn't any fun.
Okay, but we're not, well, but we're doing word practice, so we're not having fun anyway. So let's write the word 2. Let's talk about this word. What's to be fixed with that word? Lowercase. What about this?
A 4.
It is the number 4, but what should you write for it instead? Okay. Now what's this number?
40.
40, but you need to write the word out. Show me that you can write the word. Okay, so let me help you with the word 40. Okay, so let's look at the word 40. So the word 40, we're going to do F, or, but we're not going to do the letter 4. We're going to do F-O-R. And then we got T-E, and we already have a vowel, so we know that's going to be made by the Y. So 40. F-O-R.
See?
T-Y. 40
Minute.
minutes. Okay. Oh, watch that because I thought that was a weird letter.
Minute.
And be careful with going up on your ends because I thought it was an 8.
Minute.
No hyphens. 40 minutes.
Can I
Good
erase?
job. You may erase.
Can I talk about myself?
Not yet.
Oh.
Because we're gonna talk. We're gonna do some writing here in a minute. Okay. So first we'll play our game, but we're only gonna take 3 turns each.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 turns each. What color do you want?
I want green.
Okay. And I'll take orange. Okay. So 3 turns each. So you roll. 5.
Lawn.
Use it in a sentence, please.
My dad mows the lawn.
Okay. 2. Boy. I know a boy named Jacob.
I saw.
Okay. Use that in a sentence.
I saw a helicopter.
So I saw a helicopter. We could also say, my dad used a saw to cut the wood. So 4. Yawn. Ooh. I yawned when I'm tired.
Foil.
Use that in a sentence.
I don't know what that is. What sense?
So foil is the shiny stuff that you can wrap food in when you're freezing it. So I put foil on my baked potato to cook it.
Yeah.
Okay. Foil can
Right.
also mean to stop somebody from doing something. Like Scooby and Shaggy foiled the clown's plot to take over the town.
Go.
Okay. All right, last one. 3. Draw. I like to draw Shaggy and Scooby Doo. Okay. All right. We're gonna wait for our story because we're gonna do something else. Okay. All right. So I had a picture planned for us to write about, but you came up with when I wrote that, or I told you that sentence about how did the dog get outside, and you asked me if you could tell me the story about how the dog got outside. Okay. So instead of telling the story with words out loud, I'm going to have you write me a story about how the dogs got outside.
Your puppies?
Okay.
Your puppies?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
When you're writing, we're going to talk about it. We're going to do at a little bit of a time because I want you to tell me, use describing words.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about Nora,
Charlie.
But listen first. So if you're talking about Nora, I want you to tell me what color is Nora.
She's black.
Okay. How big is Nora?
I don't know. She's like heavy.
Is she a small dog, a little dog, a big dog?
A big.
She's a big dog. Okay. What else about Nora can you tell me?
I don't know.
What else she like to do?
She eats.
She likes to eat. What else does she like to do?
Jump.
She does like to jump. What else?
Bite.
Does she bite?
Scratch.
She could scratch, but she doesn't do it on purpose. What else does she like to do?
She likes to eat dirt outside your.
Yeah, she likes to dig and eat dirt sometimes, right? Okay. So then if you were going to tell me about Charlie, how would you describe Charlie?
He is brown and he's big and he ran off.
Okay. What does Charlie like to do?
Jump.
He likes to jump. What else?
And bite.
He doesn't bite.
Scratch.
Does he scratch? What else does he like to do?
Eat.
Okay. He likes to eat. What's he like to do to you?
Jump on me and lick my face.
Okay. So I want you, when you're telling me the story, I want you to write those things. I want you to describe Nora to me so that I know what she looks like.
How come I can't say about running?
Well, you can. Okay. So we're going to talk about, so let's talk about how our story is going to start.
Yeah.
Okay. So maybe when we're starting our story, we should describe the dogs first.
Yeah,
okay. So let's talk about who we're going to write about first.
Let's do Nora.
Okay, you're going to do about Nora, okay?
Write a picture?
Well, you're going to write words to tell me about. So you're going to tell me about Nora.
Nora is what?
Nora is okay. Black.
Nora is black.
But okay, so Nora is
Black.
hold it, okay, no, let's just freeze for just a second.
Huh.
Okay. Nora is black.
Black.
She is, but
Hey.
I know, but I want you to listen before you go any further. Listen. She's black, but what is Nora?
A puppy.
So Nora is
A puppy.
a
Black puppy.
black puppy. Okay.
Puppy.
She's a black puppy. Are we ending our sentence there? Or are we gonna keep writing, adding on to our sentence?
We're going to keep. We're ending.
Okay. Now what's the next sentence we're gonna talk about?
Nora likes to jump.
Okay.
Nora likes to jump.
Okay. So please don't do the twos because we can't fix it when we have a pen.
Because the
Okay.
permanent it's a permanent pen.
Right. So cross out the number
It won't
2.
erase.
No, cross out the number 2, and I want you to write the correct word, please.
But using word 2 isn't any fun.
But we're doing writing, so we have to use the correct words. So Nora likes to jump. What else can you tell me about Nora?
Nora likes to run away.
Well, we're not talking about that yet. What else did you tell me about Nora?
She likes to eat.
What does she like to eat?
Dog food.
And what else?
I don't know. Grass?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
That's okay. You can write Nora likes to eat because that's true. She does like to eat. No. No, number 2.
2 is the same.
Jacob.
It's the same.
Write the word.
It's the same.
It's not. Needs something completely different.
Likes to eat grass?
No. She doesn't really like to eat grass.
Food.
Okay. All right. Now, so we've described Nora. Now who are we going to describe?
Charlie.
Okay, what are we going to say about Charlie?
Charlie is a brown puppy.
Okay.
Why can't we erase the 2 with a permanent pen?
Because it's a permanent pen. It doesn't erase. Okay. Are we done with that sentence or are we going to continue with it? Okay. Now what else are we going to say about Charlie?
He likes to jump.
So let's use something else. So we already said that Nora likes to jump. Let's do something else. What else?
Likes to lick my face.
Okay. No capital. Jacob. No capital.
It won't erase.
Okay, but you need to stop being silly and write it correctly.
It won't erase.
Okay, so the rest of it, fix it and make sure it's the right way. Okay, thank you.
Charlie likes to lick my face. What?
Keep going. Well, you said Charlie likes. Okay.
What were you doing in your face?
Because you were making the number 2.
2 is the same as word 2.
It's not.
Huh?
The number 2 is not the same as T-O. Okay. All right. So we described the dogs.
Yeah.
We've told about Nora and we've told about Charlie.
Yeah.
So now we can tell what happened yesterday. So tell me what happened yesterday.
When my dad was going outside to work at your house, Charlie and Nora went ahead of my dad Mike and ran off and went to your neighbor's house with a chicken cage of chickens.
Oh goodness. Okay. So we're gonna start a new one. So
yeah, I'll write it.
How are we gonna start it?
I'm gonna write.
Okay, so how tell me the first
write yesterday.
Okay, yesterday.
Wait, let me do this.
Okay.
Hang on. Just
So let's skip a line. Yep, and let's go down here. So
this
yeah.
way.
Okay.
Yesterday was supposed to be a capital.
Mm-hmm. Because we're starting a new sentence.
Yesterday, while my was going
Why are we writing hyphens?
they're minus.
No, minus is for math.
They're minus signs.
They are, but they're called hyphens when we're doing writing, and they're not what they're supposed to be here.
Why'd you say do not write the number 2?
Because we're not supposed to.
Did you say do not write the number 2?
Probably did, yes.
Side to work into.
So yesterday, while my dad, Mike, was going back outside to work
in Aunt Terry's front. Oh, Terry.
Capital letter. Mm-hmm.
His front yard.
No. Why are we still doing hyphens?
I don't know. Yard.
Mm-hmm.
My puppy Charlie and my puppy Nora went ahead of and can't write. And they got a timeout. Had to go to timeout.
Well, we have to finish this sentence first.
And my puppy Nora went in.
Wait, where did they go?
They went in head of my dad Mike and ran off and went to the.
But where were they?
Where?
Where were the dogs?
They were at at your neighbor's house with.
But where did they go out of?
The front door.
Okay, they went
to the front
out.
to the front door. To the front door.
Okay.
Front door and went and head of my dad and ran.
We've got to end a sentence. We've got a really long sentence, so we've got to stop it here in a second.
Front door.
Front door, and let's put a period and let's start a new sentence. Now let's talk about our sentences. Yeah. So let's talk about what we wrote because we made this a really long sentence. Yeah, okay, so let's talk about it.
Yesterday, while my dad Mike was going back outside to work in my Aunt Terry's front yard, my puppy Charlie and my puppy Nora went to the front door.
Okay.
And can write and also.
Well, now we're going to start a new sentence.
Why can't we write the whole thing about them?
Because you can't. You have to break up sentences. You can't make big long sentences.
I haven't said about the chickens.
I know, but that's a whole new sentence. So when we're telling stories, we have to write a little bit of it, bit at a time.
Yeah.
Okay. So you told me about how your dad was going outside and the dogs went to the front door.
Yeah.
Now what happened?
Now, they went in ahead of my dad Mike and ran off and went to your neighbor's house with a chicken case of chickens inside.
Okay. I thought it was dogs inside.
No.
Grammy said there was puppies there.
Why not chickens?
Well, but I thought it was puppies.
I thought it was chickens.
No, Grammy said it was puppies.
When did she tell you?
Yesterday.
But there was chicken coop. There was a chicken cage of chickens in there.
Was there chickens for real? Did you see it?
I don't know. Why don't you just show me which house they went?
Okay, well, Grammy told me your Grammy told me that it was chickens.
They
I mean,
did.
that was dogs.
Why not chickens?
Okay, so what did the puppies do?
No. My puppy Charlie and my puppy Nora.
Okay, well, we're just gonna say the puppies
Why can't I say right?
because we don't have to keep saying their names. We've already said their names once, so we don't have to keep saying them over and over.
Right.
Okay.
Let me write.
Okay. No, we're not gonna say my puppy. We can say my puppies, but we're not gonna say their names.
I like saying their names.
No.
It's like when I do on text. My puppy
Puppies.
Charlie
Mm-mm.
went. Oh, oops.
Okay.
Went in head of my dad.
Went ahead of my dad.
Why not
In head. That's not a word.
ahead of oops. It keeps doing that. Mike and ran off and went
Well, no, we don't need to write all that. So this part we don't need to add. Okay.
and went to
Because we've already
neighbors.
Okay, so went to
The
neighbors.
The
Yep.
neighbors with some chicken.
Well, that's where we're gonna stop. We're gonna say went to the neighbors.
Went with some chicken?
No, not yet.
Are we doing a new sentence after this?
Yes.
To the neighbors?
Mm-hmm.
They can't run off like that.
Okay. So let me see your pen a second. So see, let's look here. It said and went to.
No, oh, I'll fix.
Okay. Well, you needed the word and. So rewrite and. We weren't
and.
crossing that out.
I,
Okay, and went to the neighbors. Okay. Now tell me what happened.
They looked at the chickens in the cage, and my Grammy and Randy and my cousin Randy got Charlie and Nora back.
Okay. So
And I stayed with my kitty Alex and my kitty Mara Jane and my kitty Clover and my kitty Cinnamon.
Okay. So you're telling me that your Grammy and Randy caught them?
No, about how they looked at the chickens for me.
Okay.
Now let me do this.
You can say my puppies, but we're not going to keep saying their names over and over.
Just going to say it one time.
No, we already said it up here.
Why can't I say it down here
because
too?
We don't keep repeating things over and over. So you can say my puppies.
Looked at the chickens. Ah! The pen!
Because you're pushing so hard.
I need to stop pushing so hard. Looked at the chickens. And I stayed.
Okay. Now we're gonna okay, so they looked at the chickens and then what happened?
I stayed with my kitty Alex and my kitty.
Okay, but we need to say with the story. So what happens after the puppies looked at the chickens?
My Gram and Randy got them back while I stayed with my kitty.
Okay, so let's tell about what your Grammy and Randy did. Yeah. So what did they do?
My Grammy Julie Got Charlie and Nora back.
Okay.
Got Charlie. Oh, I spelled them wrong.
You
I fixed it.
fixed it.
And Nora back.
Okay.
I'm going to this side.
Okay.
And Nora back while I stayed with my
Okay,
kitty.
but well, let's finish this sentence first.
Nora back.
Okay. Okay. Now, what did you do?
While they went to get him back,
Mhm.
I stayed with my kitty Alex and my kitty Mira Jane and my kitty Clover and my kitty Cinnamon.
Okay. So we don't need to keep saying kitty all the time. You can say, I stayed with my kitties, Alex, Mira Jane, Clover, and Cinnamon. You don't have to keep saying kitty before each name
Why not kitty? Before
because that's too much. Okay. People don't
I
want to read
stayed
that.
with Alex.
Okay.
And can I write stayed with
Alex. Okay.
and Mira Jane and Clover
Mhm.
and Cinnamon.
Okay. Now what happened in the story? Anything else happen in the story?
I said, and Charlie and Nora got a timeout for running.
Okay. Well, we're not going to say and. We're just going to start it out and say
Why not?
Charlie and Nora because we're starting an all new
Can we
sentence.
use comma?
No. No and.
Comma.
No.
I'm talking about a comma.
I know what a comma is, but that we're not going to do that there. Okay. So, but you can say
Charlie
mhm,
and Nora got a timeout for
Mhm.
leaving my Aunt Terry's house. They know they can't leave the house.
mm,
They know better than that.
yeah, but Charlie likes to escape.
But Nora did too.
I know.
Did you say Charlie, Nora?
Oh, let's focus.
Got a timeout in their kennel for running off and leaving my Aunt
Mhm.
Terry's house.
Mm.
Just fixing it. In their kennel.
Okay.
How do I spell kennel?
So let's tap it out.
Kennel.
Okay. Freeze for a second.
That's-
Cross that out for me.
Hey, it's a kennel.
Okay. All right. So we hear the k sound. Eh. Okay. So we hear the k. What's that second sound? Okay. So I want you to look at my roll.
Where's the?
Okay. Look at my rolls up here. My
It's
cat
spelling.
Kite. Yeah, my cat kite roll. So if we hear a k at the front and we hear an eh, what letter are we going to use for the k sound?
C, like a K.
K.
Kennel.
N. There you go.
Kennel.
Mm-hmm.
For going ahead of my dad, Mike.
Well,
and
what did they get a timeout for? We're just going to make it short. What did they get a timeout for?
for running off and leaving
Running
your
off.
house.
Running off.
And leaving your house.
Because we don't need to say that because we know that. Running off means you leave somewhere.
For running
Mhm.
off.
All right, good job. Yeah, it's a good story.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're getting better. We're putting details in our story
Yeah.
now. Okay, and talking about it. So the next time I want to do something. See how I have this picture up here?
Yeah.
Next time we're gonna write about something we don't know about, and we're gonna look at that picture, and you're gonna describe things in that picture.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just look at the picture real quick. Tell me about that picture. What do you see in that
I
picture?
see a clown.
Okay. What kind of clown?
I see a cat in a hat clown.
Okay, so he has a hat on.
Mm.
What else? What do you notice about it? What colors do you see?
I see white and blue.
What is white and blue?
His face.
His face is white and blue. What part of his face is white and blue?
I think his nose and cheeks and mouth and eyes.
So his mouth is blue?
No, it's pink.
Okay. So, but what you told me something was blue. What's blue?
His eyebrows.
His eyes are blue. Okay. Tell me about his hair.
His hair is orange.
Okay. What color is the scarf on his hat?
I think pink.
Pink. Okay. What colors are in his tie around his neck?
Blue and red, I think.
Blue and red. Would you see any other colors?
I can't read them.
Okay. He has something stuck in his hat. What has numbers on it?
I don't know.
What are those numbers?
10 and 6.
10 and 6. That kind of reminds me of a story I heard called Alice in Wonderland. Okay. So this says, have you ever taken part in a dress or dressed up for a party or maybe for Halloween or a party at school?
That's for yeah.
What did you dress up for as Halloween this year?
A knight.
A knight. What kind of knight?
Like a sword.
Oh, you had a sword like a knight.
Yeah.
Knight in shining armor?
Yeah.
What were you gonna try to catch?
No one.
No one. Okay. All right. I think we are done for the day. Are you done?
Yeah, can we go see
Hold
Alex?
on, hold on.
Can we go see Alex?
Hold on, let me stop it.